Are you getting soda? What? Pepsi or Mountain
Hello. Today was pretty fun, and I don't know how to explain it besides I felt like a kid again. So, today was one of those days that reminded me how easy it was to overcomplicate things. It was a regular day, but then we spent the afternoon slash evening at a place where they had like these floating cottages things. So, there was kayaking, there was swimming, much needed sunlight, and you pretty much just hang out at like a little bahay kubo. If you don't know what that is, it's like a little house, I guess, shade area, but it's like floating in the water. So how we had to get there was we had to get there on like a floating platform, and we had to pull ourselves towards the floating cottage to get there. It was pretty fun. At one point I fell, landed on my butt. I was okay. But then a few moments later, my cousin was trying to get up, and he was having a hard time back onto the floating cottage. So I was trying to help him, and I was pulling. And you know how when you're wet, everything is slippery. So the floor was pretty slippery. My foot was wet, and I ended up slipping, and it went in between the little. I don't know what material it is. Is it bamboo? But it went in between, and then it kind of sliced a part of my toenail off. I don't know if I want to show it on camera because it's kind of gross, but so like maybe a fifth of my toenail came off. So my part of my nail bed so part of my nail bed is exposed, and it started bleeding pretty bad. It didn't really hurt at the time. Right now it aches a little bit, but it's not too bad, and I did already disinfect it, so hopefully we're good, and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna get infected. But I think something to take away from this is it didn't take away from me being in the present moment. I brushed it off because it could have been worse, to be honest. So I was just like, I'm gonna enjoy the moment because there's still so much things to do. And I basically just waited for the bleeding to stop, and then I started having fun again. Because I don't want to go in the water when my toe is still bleeding. I don't know. It just got me thinking a little bit. Like when we were kids, we just played for the sake of it, just to have fun. But now, when you're an adult, everything has to have like some sort of reason. We convince ourselves that we don't have time, or we need to be productive, or that fun is something that we have to earn. But fun isn't a reward. It's something that we need to make time for, but also not give it too much time, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a little yap session. Just like going for your goals, don't wait for the perfect moment to have fun. Fun only happens when you allow it to. I guess my tip for this video is to just try something that you haven't done in a while. Whether it's swimming, playing a game, or just saying yes to something that you haven't done in a while. And yeah, you may feel like you don't want to, you may feel unmotivated, lazy, or whatever, but it's gonna be all worth it. One more tip: be fully present. Don't just document the moment, live in it. And I wasn't documenting as much as I wanted to this day, but to be honest, I think it was worth it. Maybe I needed that like little break, or that extra time off of just being in the mentality of documenting and just being more in the moment. So I feel like I got a decent amount of footage, but at the same time I was in the present, and I kind of forgot how it was to just be there and not have a camera on hand. Today kind of reminded me that the best things in life, the best memories, usually come from the simplest things. And sometimes if you lose part of your toenail, it's worth it. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.